As of February 2024, there are 5,803 roller coasters around the world, and all of them feature a color scheme and/or theming that complements the overall ride and differentiates them from other rides. Some roller coasters, however, can feature a bad color scheme or lack theming, and that may leave a negative first impression on riders, which isn't good. However, some coasters have some of the most perfect color schemes and theming elements ever. These are 15 of the world's best looking coasters. To start off things, all these coasters can be ranked by many things relating to how they look. These can include theming, the color scheme, or the overall setting it is located in. And please remember that these are my opinions, and if you disagree, please tell me what you think that should be in these spots down in the comments below. Let's get into it. Starting off strong at number 15 is Toutatis at Parc Asterisk. This new for 2023 Intamin multi-launch coaster just located north of Paris is quite a stunning ride. I feel that the brown color really complements the wooded setting in the background, along with the new generation Intamin track, making it look a lot cooler. Also, both of the two launches this ride features take place underground in these themed trenches, which look to be amazing. Along with that, it also features themed trains with what seems to be a Viking emblem on the front. The coolest thing about Toutatis, though, has to be its unique layout, which just looks absolutely stunning with the dynamic shape of the elements. Now for number 14 is a coaster opening this year, and that is Top Thrill 2 at Cedar Point. A revamp of the original Top Thrill dragster. After an accident in 2021, this used to launch into a top hat and back down, but now it'll feature a multi-pass launch with a 420-foot vertical spike. What makes this ride look amazing is two things. The first one is that it used to look like McDonald's dragster, which did not look good at all, so the new red, white, and dark gray color scheme will definitely be an improvement. The second thing is that the addition of the new spike, both towers will be over 400 feet over Lake Erie, which will just look so cool. Next up, going overseas to the land of the rising sun, or Japan, is Ejinika. One out of only 3 four-dimensional roller coasters, this coaster is definitely one of a kind. The main thing about this ride that makes it look so good is how the brown color is sort of a matte color, which I just think is really cool. And the other thing is that it is literally located right next to Mount Fuji. Talk about a crazy coaster setting. Moving on to number 12 is Air Force One. What makes this coaster look really cool has definitely got to be the color scheme. I just love the look of this coaster so much because the red and blue just pops so much on the bright white support structure. Not to mention the support structure looks super intimidating with the minimal supports on the lift hill in the first inversion. Overall, the bright color makes a really eye-catching coaster, making it pop whenever you see it. Heading north to Canada is Yukon Strikers at Canada's Wonderland. This gigantic B&M dive coaster towers over the park and looks very intimidating. The reason why I chose this is because of its color scheme. Ever since I knew this coaster existed, it always caught my eye because of the great combination of green and orange. It also has a very intimidating drop and dives underwater, which just makes this coaster a lot cooler. Now for 10 is Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens Tampa. An Intamin Blitz coaster, this ride is themed to cheetahs. What makes this ride look stunning is many things, like how the supports look like some sort of stick-like bamboo, and how the whole train looks like a cheetah, and the crow's nest element just looks really unique, and not many other coasters feature something like that. Going to Poland is Zadra at Energylandia. This ground-up RMC Hyper Hybrid coaster is one of 3 and is one of very few coasters built by RMC from the ground up. This coaster has really cool trains with a dragon head on the front car and a pattern on the sides of the cars meant to look like scales. The main thing about this ride, however, is how amazing and intimidating the structure looks. Like Air Force One, it has the very intimidating minimalist look of the support structure, which makes it look super scary and also amazing. Another thing that really enhances how this ride looks is how the red track pops from the brown wooden support structure, which in my opinion just looks really awesome. Moving on to number 8 is Mako at SeaWorld Orlando. This B&M Hyper coaster is located on a lake, so it immediately gets credit for having an amazing setting. What really makes this ride look amazing though is the color. The blue and the purple just go together perfectly, complementing each other amazingly. This ride boasts an amazing color scheme, but it definitely doesn't have a color scheme as good as Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens Tampa. Another RMC Hyper Hybrid coaster that features a similar look to Zadra like mentioned previously, but with bright purple track which really pops from the skyline of BGT. The other thing that makes it better than Zadra is how it is surrounded by beautiful palm trees and other lush greenery, which gives that little edge to it. Staying in Florida is Velocicoaster at Universal's Islands of Adventure. This very well themed intimate launch coaster dominates the skyline at Universal and just looks stunning. The main reason, in my opinion, why this ride is so amazing is because of the immaculate level of theming this ride has and how the ride blends so well into it. From the amazing rockwork, the theming in the queue, to the ride vehicles, Universal really went all out for this ride. Now we are in the top 5, so at number 5 is Fly at Phantasialand in Germany. A one-of-its-kind new generation Vekoma flying coaster, this ride is truly unbelievable. What makes this ride truly unique is how it is built in basically its own little city, along with buildings, rockwork, water, and even steam effects. This ride is honestly just mind-blowing, and I hope more of these models get built in the future. At the number 4 spot now is Ride to Happiness. This Mach Extreme Spinner coaster is one of only 2 in the whole world and is absolutely amazing looking. The thing that I really like about this ride, in my opinion, is the theming this ride has and the beautiful plants that surround this ride along with the lake it goes over. The purple color scheme with the cream colored white supports of this ride just truly makes it look amazing, along with the intricate designs on every single car of the train. This ride is amazing, however there are still 3 more better than it. And one ride that looks better is Phoenix at Denmark's Farup Summerland. This new generation Vekoma Wildcat coaster model is quite deserving of this spot because of its breathtaking look. Located in the Danish taiga, this roller coaster in my opinion has an amazing color scheme, with the dark green blending into the forest so perfectly, along with the white supports adding a nice pop of color in the dark Danish taiga forest. This coaster also looks amazing, and in my opinion, the new gen Vekoma track just looks a lot better than the old Vekoma track design. Now at second place we have Fury 325 at Carowinds. This B&M Giga coaster is by far one of the best looking coasters B&M has ever made. To start off, this ride may not have that much theming or a great setting, but the striking color scheme makes up for it. The light green along with the blue is just perfect. It is a cool colored combination that isn't too bright but isn't too dark. Basically, the only reason why this ride looks amazing is because of the beautiful color scheme that just pops. It's just that good. And now for the number 1 best looking coaster. I had 2 in mind, but I just could not pick between the both of them, so I went for both on this one. These 2 coasters in my opinion look absolutely stunning, and I know some of you may disagree, but these are my favorite. The 2 best looking coasters on Earth are Gatekeeper at Cedar Point and Conda at Walibi, Belgium. Starting off with Gatekeeper, this ride is absolutely marvelous with the light blue and dark blue track that just go together perfectly, making it look like eye candy to look at. It is also situated right next to Lake Erie on the beach, which must be a stunning view from the lift hill. The other thing about this ride that takes my breath away is how beautiful it looks over the front entrance and going through the keyholes. Now tied with Gatekeeper is Conda. This intimate mega coaster at Walibi, Belgium is well deserving of the number 1 spot for many reasons. One is how well Walibi Belgium themed this ride, from the plaza to the station and even on the trains. There's theming everywhere. The other thing about this ride that makes it look stunning is the combination of the dark green with the black supports perfectly blending into the woods and scenery. Well, that's the end of the list. Thanks for watching if you are still here, and if you could please like the video along with subscribing, that would be awesome. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye!